Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a special edition of the Speak On It podcast. I'm your host, Big Mike, and we are here doing this special episode because it is a fight weekend, and we got to talk about it because there's a lot going on in the world of combat sports. We're going to make some predictions tonight, short and sweet, just for all our fight fans out there. You know I can't do this alone. You know, I've got my guys with me. I got the Mad Producer Podcast, Poppy, in the building.
Estamos aquí. We're out here.
And I have my man, hashtag Knockout King, Breezy, is in the building tonight.
It's hashtag Knockout Kings champ.
Oh.
Yeah, champ.
Correct.
You remember those spankings.
Yeah, you can talk about Knockout Kings all you want. We know what the deal was at Fight Night, though. We know what it was.
I was the champ in that as well.
It was not. Lies.
You know who's actually the champ? Me.
Lies.
I'm still the SOI heavyweight champ. 3-time SOI heavyweight champ. Thank you.
And how did you lose those titles?
I lost them, but that don't matter. Just know I'm still reigning, defending, undisputed SOI heavyweight champion.
Say undisputed, but we're not here for video games tonight. It is a fight weekend. We are here to just chop it up strictly about the fight game. Shout out to Jaylen Brown, richest man in NBA history for a few months. But it is a big fight weekend. The undisputed welterweight boxing championship is on the line this weekend, this Saturday. Errol Spence versus Terrence Bud Crawford, in a fight that feels like we've been waiting for a couple of years now. They've kind of just been circling each other, and finally we've got ink to paper, and it's about to go down. If you've seen a couple of our other shows, we have sprinkled it in there. We've asked, and I'm going to get right to it. We got a face-off right here. Before we get into who we think's going to win in this classic standout, by the way, you can't see it here with what Dylan has, but both of these men wore black Air Force Ones to this press conference, which... Yeah, Terrence definitely won the stare down. But they both wore black Air Force Ones. I can't wait for this.
This
fight.
is one of those nights where this Saturday I'll be having UFC on one of my screens, Showtime on the other one of my screens, and I'm not gonna know which one to watch. So I'll be sitting there. One of them's gonna have the audio, one of them's not. I'm telling you right now, this fight here is more than likely gonna have the audio when it comes on. But again, this fight's not gonna happen until like midnight.
Yes.
As is like the main event of UFC's, unless this card goes how I think it's gonna go, where it's just like nothing but knockouts. It gets the main event by like 11, then it's gonna be easy. But I'm all for big boy fights. So it's gonna be boxing card gonna be on one screen, UFC on the other. It's gonna be fun as hell. I think before I said I had Bud winning, but I think I've shifted.
Oh, really?
I think I've shifted for Errol Spence.
Do you want to give a reason, or do you want to let Breezy give his prediction?
I think he's naturally a little bit bigger. I think he carries his weight a little bit more. A little bit stronger with his jab. He's going to have harder punches because he's bigger. I think he's going to keep the range. And I think it's going to be, I don't know if it's going to be, I think it's going to go the distance. I don't think either one of them is going to get stopped. But I'd say Spence by split decision.
Split decision. Oh, so yeah, you think this is going to be a fight. So we're going to be arguing about this.
Yeah, we're going to be arguing about this because this is also a pick'em in the gambling world.
This is definitely a pick'em fight.
Where it's like, you really don't make money either way if you bet on this.
you gotta bet on one of them knocking the other one out. That's the only way you're gonna get some money.
Yeah, I think the if you for it to go over 10.5, I think that's the only, like, they think there's going to be a finish. Because
Well,
if you have it going over 10.5, it's minus 270. So,
okay. I was discussing this with my brother, and I said I fully expect this to go the distance. I could see it stopping either way. The only outcome in this fight that would truly shock me is if Crawford one punch knocked Spence out. That would shock me. I could see Spence doing that because, like you said, he's bigger. It's not likely, but I could at least fathom him one punch knocking Crawford out.
they
I
have it.
cannot see
If
him one
Errol
punch knocking
Spence
Spence.
wins by KO, TKO, or DQ, it's plus 500. But if Crawford wins by KO, TKO, or DQ, it's plus 270. Because Crawford is the favorite in this fight.
Crawford is the favorite
I'm
right
minus
now?
150. But again, that's a fucking
Pick-up.
It's a pick-up. So
That's a
technically,
pick-up.
he's the favorite here. But yeah, if it goes under 10.5, so under 11 rounds, it's plus 190. And then if it goes over 10.5, it's minus 270. But
I think
I may be a madman here and just put my money on a draw so we get another fight, and then it's plus 1,400.
that's like betting on double zero and roulette.
But that's boxing. That's boxing. Right?
It is. I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility.
You get a draw here, then you're almost guaranteed a trilogy.
It's one of them knocks the other one out, and that's it in the rematch.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You get a draw. You get a draw here, and then one wins the fight the next time. Then they're gonna be like, "Well, I want my rematch." So this fight, I've been looking forward to this for a long time, and boxing needs this. Boxing very much so needs this because we finally got the Tank Davis Ryan Garcia fight, which is good. It's good for boxing to have that fight, but where you have your heavyweight champion of the world going to go fight fucking Francis Ngannou instead of Usyk to find them,
which stinks. But let's not be crazy here. As much as a sham of a fight as that is, that fight's gonna do money.
It's gonna do money, because it's
gonna do money.
Because it's an anomaly.
Let's not act like we're not all gonna watch that fight to see. Well, what happens if Ngannou does hit him one time? Because at this point,
thing happened when Wilder hit him one time.
Wilder hurt him though.
Yes, but the thing is, do we know Ngannou has like an actual boxing jab?
We don't.
Because those MMA jabs are a lot different than boxing jabs.
I'm willing to bet that he doesn't. That fight is such a farce. I really would be surprised if that fight went 6 rounds.
Yeah, because Tyson's going to come in heavier.
Tyson should pack him up pretty quick and easy. Pause. But yeah. That's a sham fight. But am I not gonna sit here and act like I ain't gonna watch that fight? I'm gonna watch every second of it.
I'm watch every second of it. The way I watch the second of every influencer boxing. The way I watch every second of every made fight. I watch it all. I like fighting.
It's like I'm gonna watch every second of Jake Paul beating up Diaz in a couple weeks.
Yep. Because that's gonna be a fucking joke. But boxing needs it. The boxing up to this point has just been for actual boxing fans. I'm not gonna sit here and watch all these fucking top fight cards. I'm not doing that. I want to watch the stars fight. I want to watch the best fight the best. And this is the instance where we actually get it.
I actually have the best 142, the two best 147 pounders in the world. I have Terrence Crawford in my top 3. It's number 3 pound for pound.
Mm-hmm.
I have Errol Spence, I think, in 6 or 7. So, these are 2 top 10 pound for pound fighters in their prime. There's no, this one's old or he caught him young or nah. These 2 are primed and ready. No excuses. I think if you've seen our other shows, I am picking Terrence Crawford. I think he's going to win. To me, the key to the fight is going to be the first 2-3 rounds. He has to get Errol Spence's respect. if he can get Errol Spence's respect, he can win this fight. If he can't get Errol Spence's respect, Errol Spence starts bullying him, Bud's going to be in for a long night. Going to be in for a long night. What say you, James? I know you were leaning Spence, but I know you do like Terrence Crawford.
I'm not leaning. It is gonna be Spence.
Oh, confident fella.
Yeah, I think that what is it? Very much like what Dylan was saying is just that naturally Spence is just a bigger guy. I think he's very unorthodox enough for Terrence Crawford, and he works his jab. And the one thing I can say about Spence, where he's very much like Lomachenko in a way, where he just doesn't stop coming. Pause. He stays on top of you. He just keeps on. He stays on top of you. He becomes a little much, and being that he's the bigger guy, I feel like it's gonna be a little much for Terrence Crawford. I don't know if he's gonna be able to adjust to Spence, honestly.
The later rounds of this fight are, I think, gonna be very interesting when they start to get real close, get dirty, and Spence is gonna start to put his body on him. That's what I'm hoping. Pause. That's what I'm hoping we get to see Bud make great adjustments, because that's where Spence is gonna win. He's gonna win those rounds where he's able to make him uncomfortable, put his weight on him, and then jab him to death. Impose his will.
I think it's a fascinating matchup. I think these are two likable guys, which also makes it hard. I don't think there's really a bad guy in this fight per se. So I like to say it is just a good fight. Just can't wait. Can't wait.
Boxing needs it. Boxing needs it. Just like they need Haney to fight homeboy. Fucking
they need Haney to fight. They need Haney to fight Tank. That's what they need Haney to fight. But he's got to fight Shakur.
He's got to fight Shakur.
He's going to fight Shakur because he knows better.
And then I need Shakur Stevenson to fight Tank.
Yes. Like, once we start getting these fights that need to happen, boxing could be in a much better space, because boxing has been getting dominated by these motherfuckers who don't know how to box for the last 4 years. Besides the heavyweight division.
But Stevenson is gonna need to put on some weight to get the Tank though. Mm-hmm. It's kind of light in the pants when it comes to him.
Because, man,
Canelo's getting old. Canelo's already looking to slow down. You can tell. You can tell Canelo's bored. That's what it is. Canelo's just bored. He's better than all of these dudes. No one hits him. No one hurts him. So he's just like, yeah, I'm gonna fight a couple more times till his contract's up, and then I'm gonna peace out.
Yeah, he made his bread. He milked his own dry of all that money, and now here we are. Where it's like, all right, cool, y'all got nothing else for me. Just keep feeding me these bums. I'm gonna piece them up.
Yeah, but I was gonna say, who's there? There's no there.
There's nobody there.
I mean, he's fighting the wrong Charlo brother, so
which that's gonna be a fun fight.
It will be, but Canelo is too big.
Do we expect Charlo to win?
No, because Canelo's too big for him. But if he was fighting the other Charlo brother, I would be very interested in that fight, because
I'm
they're
still
the same
interested
size.
Because if it goes into those deep rounds, Canelo gets gassed. Canelo has been gassing out a lot by round 9 in his last few fights, and we saw in the last fight he had where we're like, yo, that dude went from being out on his feet to piecing Canelo up.
And me and Dylan sitting here like, oh my gosh, is this about to happen? This ain't about to happen. No way. No way.
So if he can withstand it and just get to the deep rounds, Charlo's got a chance. They all do. But
everybody's got a chance.
Everybody's got a chance. You just got to get to the deep rounds, Your cardio's got to be like excellent, and piece him up when he can't keep his hands up. It's not a spring chicken anymore.
And
man,
spring.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it for that. We want to start with that because I think we can all agree that is the headliner of the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Even though this is a great UFC card, the Spence Crawford
fantastic fight, UFC card.
The Spence Crawford fight is definitely the steak of the meal. But this UFC card,
this is the appetizer. This is a great appetizer. It's a great side.
You know what this appetizer is? This is unlimited bread from Red Lobster.
Breadsticks. Oh yeah, the cheddar bay biscuits.
This is the cheddar bay biscuits from Red Lobster. This is about as good as it get. Could fill up on these biscuits if you needed to. Because UFC has decided, screw International Fight Week. We're just gonna put everything on this card.
And there was a canceled fight on this card as well. Because man, that Paulo Costa fight was gonna be fucking good too.
That was gonna be a good fight.
But now it's like even the prelims has fucking what's his face on it, Derek Lewis on it.
Yeah,
as well.
My balls is hot.
All time
greatest post-fight line ever.
Yeah,
why are you getting naked?
Lewis.
My balls is hot. Oh, okay. All right. Who is he fighting, by the way? I don't even know who he's fighting.
Marco Rogero de Lima. Just another bum in this heavyweight division because everybody in the heavyweight division sucks.
That's a weak fight.
Huh?
That's a weak fight.
It's a weak fight. Most fights in the heavyweight division, Mike. The best the heavyweight division had to offer got ragdolled by John Jones.
I don't even think ragdoll is the word.
Destroyed.
30 seconds. Up. You grabbed me. I quit.
That's why that Stipe fight's going to be so interesting, because once he beats Stipe, he might as well just retire.
I don't know. There's a lot of hype behind this Tom Aspinall. I'm not pronouncing that name.
Yeah, who cares? He might as well just fucking retire. He might as well just retire after this fight because there's nothing left for him. Unblemished record, two division champion. Might as well do it. But let's get into it. You wanna? What are we gonna bet drinks on this, Mike?
On what?
On this UFC card.
I mean, we can if you want. I don't know if we have that many different opinions on this card.
3, 4, 5. We might.
Well, let's see. Let's break it down.
All right, Michael Chiesa versus Kevin Holland.
I love Kevin Holland, but I don't think this is the fight for him.
Perfect. We have one right there because I'm picking Kevin Holland. I love Kevin Holland. Chiesa's getting up there in age. I think Kevin Holland's gonna get him out of there in like round 2.
Decision.
So give me Kevin Holland. So that's one right now.
I'm not betting
1-1
on that though. Are we betting on the total?
It's on the total card.
Okay.
On the total card. On how many I get right versus how many you get right.
All right.
So that's gonna be pivotal.
So here we go. We've already gotten one in the sand.
Yes. James, are you gonna pick anybody for this fight?
Black man.
I do not even watch UFC.
I know.
So I don't know.
James is a main event fan. He knows these main event guys. But once you get to them undercard guys, James is like, yeah, wake me up when they headline.
Hey, and that's totally okay.
We love that. I love that. Because I know James has a pick for the main event. I know he does. I know he does. That's fine. James is not in on that one. So push.
All right.
Push.
Tony Ferguson versus Bobby Green.
Yeah, Tony's done.
Tony is absolutely done. If I get Tony Ferguson trying to throw sand in this guy's face or try to do Imanari rolls in the middle of the fight again, like he did against Justin Gaethje, then it's over. Done. Tony is fucking fried. So Bobby Green. Tony's fried, man.
Like
that's a
not
fucking
even
nut
like
job.
go to Bellator or go to PFL. No, you're
Retire.
done. You're
Retire.
done.
This dude's
sir.
legitimately like a psycho who just needs to stop getting hit.
Just gone. You know what he has, James? He has Roy Jones syndrome. He fights good while he's fighting, and then as soon as you touch his chin, his body explodes.
Yeah. To be fair, when he fought Gaethje was clearly bigger than him, and Gaethje lifted him off the fucking floor with every strike he hit him with. It's like when Poirier fought Max Holloway. The first 3 rounds of that fight, Poirier just lifted Max up with every punch.
And to be fair, when he fought Chandler, he was fighting good until Chandler kicked his face into the 5th row. He was fighting good in that fight.
He was, but Chandler also sometimes is a world beater. He just needs to remember he can fucking wrestle.
That'd be great. That would be great for fans of his like me. That'd be great.
Me too. I love him.
But yeah,
so we're both going Bobby Green.
Yeah, we're both going Bobby Green.
All right. Wonder Boy versus Michael Pereira.
I've been going back and forth with this fight because I don't know. Like, so what happens is Izzy beats these dudes and then they instantly turn into bums overnight. Like, just instantly turn into a bum. But Wonder Boy is like 74. Like,
the problem is you can't hit Wonder Boy. That's the problem. No matter how old he is, he's still got the best footwork outside of Izzy in the division. You can't hit him. So he's gonna point karate you to the victory here because Pereira's gonna rush in and try to fucking hit him, and he's gonna get counter struck like a motherfucker.
Are you taking Wonder Boy?
I'm taking Wonder Boy.
I hate this dude.
Why? Why do we hate Wonder Boy?
No, not Wonder Boy.
Pereira. Wonder Boy's my guy. I'm a massive Stephen Thompson fan.
I'm gonna take. He's gonna cost me. I'm gonna take Pereira.
All right.
Wonder Boy's gonna slow down in round 3, and he's gonna get touched up.
All right. Co-main.
You might be in on this one, James.
Or Alex Pereira. I know. I'm going with Jan. And the reason I'm going with Jan Blachowicz is when Izzy got Alex Pereira, when Alex Pereira got taken down by Izzy sat there and looked like he was Royce Gracie when Jan Blachowicz is actually fucking good on the ground. Alex is not going to have the weight advantage here. He's not going to have the size advantage here. This is his natural weight. He's going to be very strong for this weight class, but he's outclassed as a skill set, as a complete fighter. If they're going to sit here and stand up, Jan's going to have a hard time, even though that motherfucker hits hard. But if Jan can get him down, it's over.
So here's the thing. I've seen him in fights with wrestlers. Izzy is the only one that had success. Like, Izzy's the only one that got him down.
How many wrestlers are really in that division?
That's not fit. There are wrestlers, though.
How many good wrestlers are there? He hasn't fought championship level wrestlers, has he? He has not. Jan is a championship level guy.
When's the last time Jan got punched in the face?
And it's a 5-rounder?
That also scares me because he gets tired. It's over.
He's gonna get gassed. Because he was starting to look gassed in round 3 of that first Izzy fight. But that also is when Izzy started to take him down. And listen, Izzy is great at defending wrestlers too, just like Alex is. But there's really not any wrestlers in that division that are worth a damn. And when I watched Izzy fight Jan, it was a problem because Jan just bullied him.
if Jan thinks that but see, that's the difference. Jan is not. Izzy is a counterpuncher, so you can bully Izzy because you can pressure.
So is Alex.
But it's different. It's different. Like Alex will hit you back.
He'll walk you down. Alex will walk you down because he's Frankenstein.
So like that bullying, I'm just gonna bully him and walk. I don't like. And Jan isn't like I'm just gonna. He's not Dane Cormier. I'm not gonna just shoot.
No.
That's not how he gets people down.
Jan's not. Jan has a chin on him, right? He's fought dudes who can hit. The guys he's been fighting in the light heavyweight division hit hard. I'm not gonna sit here and disrespect Alex on this, but like they all hit hard. He's just able to close the gap, get inside, and do his thing in the clinch, take you down. If the game plan is going to be, hey, find a way to get Pereira down, level changes are going to be massive here. I'm not going to sit here and say if Pereira throws a kick, that Jan's not going to shoot. Like he's going to be ready for it. He's going to throw the overhand right and go down. You're going to see a lot of level changes out of Jan in this fight that I don't know if Alex is ready to deal with from a high level guy.
All fair points. And I
you're gonna go with a guy who just hits really hard.
I like that's that like because I'm not disagreeing with anything that you're saying, and I agree.
You just got a feeling.
Jan gets this fight on the ground, this fight's over. But yeah, I just have this feeling that he's gonna punch Jan in the face and he's gonna go, oh shit. And the whole fight is gonna change. Maybe it's because I've seen him knock all these middleweights out, and like literally as soon as he touches them, they explode. They
obliterate.
But like this man has been doing this everywhere, like kickboxing. Like when he hits people, they just stop. Even Izzy stopped. Like,
but that's what happens when you're a naturally bigger, stronger guy fighting in lower weight classes. That's why Conor was able to run through 145.
Oh, I don't even get me started. That's why I think Conor's overrated.
Fuck you. But like that's what you do. You fight if you're able to fight those lower weight classes, knowing you're naturally heavier. It's going to be a hard time to do it, but if you do it, it's a bad time for everybody.
I'm not giving you credit for beating up on the 5'4", 125-pound guy, Dylan.
Then how do you feel about Sean O'Malley?
We're going to find out. We're going to find out real soon. You're going to find out real soon.
Because Sean O'Malley's a guy who's like 5'11". He fights at 125.
He's literally following Conor's blueprint to a T.
But he's also naturally that weight. He's naturally a thin person.
Yeah,
it's just he has the reach length.
He definitely could move up if he wanted to.
He could, but I don't know if
Definitely
he knows how to maintain weight that way because he probably walks around like 165.
I would say he probably walks around like 160.
So like losing the 20 pounds probably isn't even a big deal to him at this point. And I'm sure he'll win the belt and then move up.
Or he'll win the belt.
Yeah, why not? Oh, you can.
I'm not sure he's going to win the belt.
I think he can.
I think he can.
When you're out here and you're beating dudes like Peter Yan.
The Peter Yan fight is impressive.
And he ate shit in that fight, too. Peter Yan hit him with a couple strikes that were just like, those are strikes I watched him take Aldo out behind the shed. Old Yeller.
The Aldo fight, that's exactly what happened. He beat Aldo because Aldo was old.
He beat the shit out of Aldo.
I don't, Chris gets mad when I say that, but I don't think he beats a young Aldo.
I think he can.
I don't think he beats
the problem with Yan is he fucked his career up by kneeing Aljo. He fucked his career up by doing that knee because then he thought his shit was sweet and he hasn't been like training the same. So he's been losing these fights he shouldn't be losing.
I don't know. Aljamain looked better than him in the second fight.
In that second fight, absolutely he did. And I think it's because Peter Yan thought he was the shit. Because Peter Yan was winning that fight. The card said it.
He was winning, but he wasn't dominating it.
I remember
He wasn't
that fight a
dominating
little
that.
bit
He
differently.
wasn't dominating that fight.
I remember watching that fight a little bit differently, sir. Because I
He was
remember sitting there
winning.
like Peter Yan is just beating his ass. Because
Right.
even with the point deduction, he still was winning that fight. But that's neither here or there. If you're out here beating
Yeah.
world beaters like Peter Yan, because Peter Yan is a world beater, like you could win that division. I think O'Malley's got a shot. But again, go back to the Pereira point. When you're out there being so much bigger and stronger than everybody else, that when you actually rehydrate to go into the fight and you go into that 185 fight at 205, it's a fucking problem. Where Izzy is naturally like 185 and he doesn't do shit. Maybe at the most he hits 200. But that's Izzy's natural body weight.
Yeah. I'm still sitting here trying. And what are we? We're different on 2 fights right now.
Kevin Holland and
The other
Thompson.
Pereira. Thompson's getting knocked down.
Don't hate on Wonder Boy. Don't hate on Wonder Boy. Wonder Boy is the blueprint for these fighters you were just talking shit about, and Sean O'Malley and Connor. He's the blueprint.
Let me look up when. I'm big, especially in MMA.
What do you need?
On Rust. When's the last time Jan fought?
Oh, Jan, it's been a little bit. It's been over a year, I think, since Jan fought because he had the
injury.
The injury. Yeah, it's been
December
under a year.
2022. So it actually hasn't been that long, actually.
They fight every 6 months or so.
Yeah,
it's been a little while. But that's him coming right off the injury. After losing to Glover, that was a nasty fight.
Mm.
And then a TKO win. That sucks. And then a draw.
Yeah, because my man's knee exploded.
Yeah.
I remember his knee exploded. Oh.
So we're looking at what? 9 months? 8 months? Since his last fight? Where Pereira's last fight was him getting beat to shit, the shit kicked out of him.
He got hit with such a nasty counter punch.
He exploded.
All right. Let's you know what? Let's do it.
Yeah, he hasn't fought nobody impressive. That Sean Strickland knockout is still ridiculous, though.
Exploded. He disintegrated. I don't think I've seen Strickland since.
Still, Strickland's been out here just doing stupid interviews, just talking crazy shit.
All right, I'm gonna pass on this because I want to see where we are for the main event.
All right, for the BMF title, Dustin Poirier versus Justin Gaethje.
Teflon leather, as I call him.
This is a war. This is going to be another war because Gaethje is just human violence.
Teflon leather.
He's just violence, and Dustin Poirier is just violence. This fight won't see the ground at all. It's just gonna be them standing up.
It might.
If one of them gets in danger.
Yeah, if one of them gets hurt, it might. I could see Dustin especially going for it.
Mm-hmm. But they're gonna try to keep it standing just like last fight too. Try their best. I'm just gonna go with the guy who I think is better here, and just go with Dustin Poirier. Dustin Diamond.
I think Dustin's better too.
Gaethje is just such a strong chin, he's just so fucking good. He's just so fucking good. It's just a shame he's been fighting guys who are just better than him.
I mean, it's just Khabib, and I mean, Oliveira was monster. Monster. An overrated Khabib.
Khabib was a motherfucker. Let's not do that.
He's not anywhere near talking about greatest of all time. It's disrespectful.
It's the record, and how dominant he was when he fought top level talent was ridiculous.
Disrespectful.
He didn't fight enough. No, like he didn't fight enough top level guys. He fought like 4, but the way he just dismantled dudes is just ridiculous. He mauled.
Did he dismantle them? He just wrestled them to death.
Yeah, he mauled them.
He's one-dimensional.
I mean, it worked. It doesn't matter how you did it, as long as it got done, right?
And then
if you know you were so much better at one thing than everybody else, are you going to try to do anything else?
Then don't talk like you're not a one-trick pony.
I mean, he was the UFC like lightweight champion. So like when you have that belt, you are the best. And you defend it successfully multiple times. You're the best.
I mean,
and when you won in fashions where it's just like nobody stood a chance against him when they fought. Right? Did you think anybody had a chance fighting him?
Yes, I to this day think if he would have fought Tony Ferguson when they were supposed to fight the first 4 times,
believe
Tony Ferguson would have beat him.
But that is the only person I think if he would have fought would have given him a problem because he's so unorthodox. It's
he's
so
not
crazy.
Unorthodox. He just
Tony Ferguson?
You. Oh, Tony! I thought you were talking
Tony
about
Ferguson's so unorthodox. I think lightweight had this triangle of rock paper scissors, right? Where at its peak, it's Conor, it's Khabib, and it's Tony Ferguson. I think Khabib beats Conor, Conor beats Tony, but Tony beats Khabib. That's how I think that would have gone. Because Tony would have tried something stupid against Conor and would have gotten blown up with that left hand. Just like fucking what's his face did. Just got the shit kicked out of him. Fucking who the fuck did Conor Eddie fucking
Eddie. For Barbosa?
No. The guy Conor beat to become double champ.
Oh, yeah, I know who you're talking about. Alvarez.
Eddie Alvarez, yeah, he beat the shit out of Eddie Alvarez.
Yeah.
Beat the shit. And Eddie Alvarez is no slouch either. Eddie Alvarez is a motherfucker. He beat the shit out of Eddie Alvarez. But that's also Conor before he fought Floyd. And everything changed.
Yeah, everything changed.
Because Conor was a motherfucker. Like, that's why I won't let you talk shit about Conor. Because Conor was a motherfucker before he fought Floyd.
But you know what Conor never did? Defended that title.
Didn't need to.
He didn't need to. That's a part of being a champion.
Didn't need to.
That's a part of being a champion.
Want to know why? Because the next thing he did after he won that belt was won the one above it. Who needs to defend when you're winning other titles? Because guess what? He would have went and won 175 too. That's a little much.
Yes, he's got you brainwashed.
That's a little much. That would have been tough. Especially at that time, would have been Tyron Woodley. Nope.
Breaks off of him.
That would have been fucking prime Tyron Woodley too. That's a tough time. But I'm going with the diamond.
think Gaethje's got a chance, but
Yeah, I think he does.
I'm also gonna go with Dustin. Yeah, I'm also gonna go with Dustin. Which means we have to come back to this fight because we need to break this tie, right? Because it would be a tie right now.
If we split the other two fights, it would be a tie.
Yeah, so we need a tie. So I have to. So yeah, I mean, I want my.
You want to go with Alex Pereira anyway.
I do. So
you've been looking for an excuse not to pick him.
put it down. I will take Alex.
All right, so
I will take it.
You're taking Chiesa. I'm taking Holland. We're both taking Bobby Green. You're taking both Pereiras. I'm taking Wonder Boy and Jan. And then we're both taking the boy Dusty. Dusty Diamond.
So I need the
This is a great
show up.
card. I may actually watch like this whole card top to bottom. It's not like I have anything else to do.
And it's not like boxing puts on cards. They just put on fights.
Boxing will have a undercard on this. I'm pretty sure they have a card.
The co-main for that Spence fight is good too, but yeah.
Boxing will have a solid card. Like, I may just have fighting on both of these things and just play my Switch the whole time while I'm waiting. Because, again, I can't walk. I can't do anything. So, like, I'm stuck home. Might as well just watch fighting all day.
Sounds like a good day, though.
It sounds like a great day. I may shift food wheel to Saturday, so I don't also, Janice doesn't have to cook. So we just order shit.
That'll also
get some wangs, because I've been really wanting some fucking wings.
Some wangs?
Some wangs. So fun fact for the audience at home, I ruptured my Achilles. The audience doesn't know this.
No, they don't.
Audience doesn't know I ruptured my Achilles playing basketball a couple weeks ago, so I'm on the shelf for the foreseeable future. Oh, you can see the Coliseum.
You can see the Coliseum, actually.
So I'm stuck in my cast. I got my crutches and my Mamba book because we're on my Kobe Bryant timing as I recover from my ruptured Achilles. So I can't do shit. So Janice has been cooking every day and like filling up this water machine that I have for my swelling and giving me my Percocets and all my shit there. So I've been just stuck on my couch, really, for it. So she does these wings though, where she doesn't really know. She's still learning how to like cook certain things, but she's been dabbling in more and more things. So she's dabbled in putting baking powder on chicken wings in the oven. Game changer for her. Game changer for her because it's not fried, but it's giving that crispy. And what I tell her to do is I tell her to toss my wings in buffalo sauce and then put lemon pepper on it. Toss the wings, not my salad, Mike. Toss the wings in barbecue sauce, in buffalo sauce, and then put the lemon pepper seasoning on it while it's wet. Game changer. Game changer. Grow up. Grow up. You're a 35-year-old man. Grow up.
Oh, man.
Grow up. So you want some lemon pepper wet wings, get it with some buffalo sauce. Game changer.
Isn't it just buffalo wings then with a little zest?
With lemon pepper. So what, you're gonna sit here and just eat dry lemon pepper wings?
I like
they have though. Yeah, but listen, if you get the lemon pepper wings with a little bit of moisture from buffalo, and then you get that tangy from the lemon on top of it.
Got something here.
Trust your boy. Trust your boy. Have I ever steered you wrong?
No, not yet. No, not yet.
And if you're a wang person,
like I am,
like you are, you'll appreciate it. So, what are we putting on here? A pack of Gatorade? Pack of drink?
Yeah, we could do
Diet Coke.
Oh yeah, it's Diet Coke for you, but yes, get some red Gatorade.
The inferior Gatorade.
The classic goat Gatorade.
Inferior.
I am also impartial to orange. You can also get orange.
Orange is also good. I like the citrusy flavor ones. That's why lemon is great. Yellow is good.
Yellow is
Cucumber underrated.
What color is that? Is that
Like a light green.
Oh, I've never had that one. Red Gatorade. Hopefully,
Right here.
Yeah, I've never had that. Wow, that's
Fantastic.
cucumber.
I also had cucumber soda. Refreshing. Refreshing.
Who makes cucumber soda?
I don't know. I got it from a poke place a few years ago where I was getting a nice poke bowl, and it was fire. I drank it. I was like, this is very good. I also like cucumbers. So, pause. Because you guys just aren't adults.
Listen, man, whatever you want to do in the privacy of your own home, hey, there's no judgment here.
Uh-huh. As y'all lit past judgment.
So one pack of Gatorade or Diet Coke. If we have the same, depending on who wins. Who are you taking, Spencer or Crawford?
I'm taking Spence.
I mean, I'm taking Crawford. I mean,
are we gonna add that? Are we gonna have a separate one for that too?
I would say, is that a separate bet or is that a part of the night?
Or are we gonna add that to our fight total?
Or do we give that fight more? Do we make that fight like a 2-pointer? Oh, how about this? 1 point for picking the fight. 2 points if you pick, how it happens.
Okay, I got Spence split decision.
Okay, so there's no knock because I'm not picking knockout either.
No, Spence split decision.
I'll just give you decision. Or do you want 3 for split decision?
I want 3 for split decision.
2 for decision.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm going to take.
Because technically, I'm right. It was a decision.
So I'm going to take Crawford unanimous decision.
Ooh.
Unanimous.
Unanimous.
So that's a 3-pointer right there.
All right, I like it.
So this way the Pereiras can lose and I'll be okay. The Pereiras can go down in flames and I can be all right. I can be all right.
Because you're like, you know what? Now that I've already made my decisions, I don't feel great.
Because, Alex makes me nervous.
That's why I picked you on. Can't pick a fighter that makes you nervous.
I have a feeling he's gonna catch him, and that's just how it goes. All right, this was fun. If you joined us on other episodes, Coach Huger picked Spence, right?
Yes,
he picked Spence. I know
Paul picked Crawford.
Paul picked Crawford. I know my brother Chris is picking Spence. I know my dad is picking Crawford, but he's leaning Spence, so he might change come fight time. But we didn't get a pick from Tatiana. We should have got a pick from her.
We should have got a pick from Tatiana. That's on us.
That's on us. Not good hosting. Not good hosting. Shout out to Tatiana, by the way. We had a nice moment on, what is it, Threads?
Yeah.
Now we celebrated Saquon getting signed.
Him just signing a franchise tag, pretty much.
She's been going 6 since he signed. She was very excited.
He literally signed a franchise tag. Like he didn't sign the franchise tag, but he signed a franchise tag.
He said he wasn't going to play, so now he's playing. So now the Giants instantly, all the pundits that had Washington winning more games to them, which is ridiculous.
With Sam Howell at quarterback? Okay.
Dylan, I've seen multiple outlets picking Washington to have more wins to the Giants, and I'm like, which Washington are y'all talking about? Because
listen, I'm a hater, right? But I'm not dumb. Like
I've seen multiple.
as bad as I think Daniel Jones actually is, he's better than Sam Howell.
And the Giants team is
better.
actually pretty good. Giants are better than you think.
They're better than I think, but their team as a whole, it's questionable because the Commanders, their defense isn't better than Washington's, though. Washington's defense, when healthy, is a problem.
Can't stay healthy. We've been saying that for 3 years. Since they scared Tom Brady, we've been saying,
wow. The Commanders' front seven is one of the more dangerous front sevens in football.
And they can't play together. Haven't seen it in 3 years.
Listen, Chase Young's healthy.
He is, and it's a contract year. I'm expecting Chase
Young's going to have 20 sacks.
I don't want to ruin it for our football special, but I think Chase Young could win Defensive Player of the Year.
I also think he can. There's a few guys I think can, but that Washington Commanders team is literally a quarterback away from being really, really good. Really good.
They don't have one. They don't really have a
Sam Howell is going to be fine, but the problem with Sam Howell is he's going to win just enough games to fuck them out of a good quarterback pick. Like, they're going to win like 6 games, and they're going to be out of like the top 3 QBs.
4 to 6 is my ceiling for them.
Yeah, my that's what I'm saying. I think they're going to win 6.
4 to 6.
And 6 is going to be enough to fuck them out of getting one of these top 3 quarterbacks. And they're going to be stuck with fucking Spencer Rattler from fucking South Carolina, and he sucks.
I could easily see the Giants winning anywhere from 8 to 10 to 11 games.
I say 8 to 10. I think I wouldn't be surprised if they would.
If the Cowboys collapse and Mike McCarthy drives them into the ground, which could happen.
That's the only fear. That's my only fear for that division.
The Giants easily could win 11 games.
The problem is that Cowboys team is so talented.
It's going to take a Nathaniel Hackett type coaching job to make them bad.
Well, the problem is, besides Nathaniel Hackett being a bad head coach, Russell Wilson was also horrid. So he would need Dak to be terrible.
Which I don't think is going to happen.
Which is not going to happen. Like, they're going to win games in spite of McCarthy, and because they have a top 5 defense. Like, they finally have a second corner to play along Trayvon Diggs and Stephon Gilmore. And that's the one thing they needed last year, was a fucking second corner. Because they would just target him and just eat. Now that you get an all-pro defensive player of the year type corner, not saying he's still that, but he's still a very much so above average corner to play against Trayvon. On the other side of Trayvon, that could be tough for the Eagles. So that's where it's like they were already fighting last year without it.
Cowboys will be, like I said,
the Cowboys are gonna be interesting. I still think the Cowboys have a really good shot to like make it to the Super Bowl because they're so talented, but that division's tough. The only way I see the Giants making the playoffs is if they successfully secure that 3rd spot, unless the Cowboys just Mike McCarthy blows them up. But now there's really no reason for him to do, because Jerry Jones can't hire the guy he wants because this guy's coaching in Denver.
Well, Jerry always has somebody. He's very fickle.
He's very fickle, but I don't know who his guy would be. Oh, no, Dan Quinn. What am I talking about? He's got his guy in house. He's going to fire Mike McCarthy and make Dan Quinn the head coach.
Yep.
And that would be the best thing they could do.
It actually might be.
The problem is they moved Micah Parsons to defensive end, and when his contract is time, he's going to get paid bank. And they moved him out of the outside linebacker role, and he's listed as a defensive end now.
And he's going to want Aaron Donald money.
And he's going to get it because he's a weapon.
Oh.
Because he's arguably the best defensive player in football.
Might be. But that's foosball. That's down the line. James seems to have spontaneously combusted. So
I think he fell asleep somewhere else.
So I mean, this was just a quick, short preview for the fights. Depending on how good this card is, we may do a recap show also.
I'm down to go live, but it's gonna be too late.
Well, I'll talk to you off air. I'll talk to you off air. But yeah, so look out. We'll see. But yeah, okay. So for Podcast Poppy, I'm Big Mike. I mean, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the fights this weekend. We are out of here.